What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. I want to say this last night, but I couldn't find it within myself to come right out and say it. I like PK Subban way too much for after losing a 7-game series like that. The only thing I can think of is he's a good dude. He's a good dude. You know, I mean, I obviously enjoyed watching him play as a player. I mean, I thought the diving and the selling penalties was a little much, but he's a good hockey player and a good person. How do you dislike him? I mean, it's like, no, I want to hate you, but I can't. You know, the Pierre Maguire kiss last night was awesome. I mean, like, he's enthusiastic. He loves playing hockey, and you got to respect someone like that. I don't know what else to say. It's like, shit, really. You can't have like something bad. You can't have like a bad reputation. It's like it's easy to hate Matt Cook. He's Matt Cook. He's a piece of human garbage. But you can't hate PK Subban. I don't think he'll ever get to the Teemu Selanne phase where absolutely no one ever hates him because you can't. It's illegal in some states and provinces. But I can't see myself not liking him. In fact, I'd like the Bruins to offer sheet him very, very much. For one thing, to drive his price up in Montreal and get to Subban in the organization. That's something I like to touch on. His brother Malcolm. He got some interview with Brian Ferlin over the last summer. I went over I was waiting for him at the hotel. I was in the lobby, and Malcolm Subban walked by. We just kind of bumped into each other, literally almost physically bumped into each other. And I introduced myself. He goes, "Yeah, I know who you was." Brian said something about the interview. I said, "Yeah, I'm a big fan of you." I said right there, I enjoy watching your brother PK play. He had a big smile on his face. I gave him a power play shirt. Good kid. I would have given one to PK, but I was concerned about his safety in Montreal wearing a black and gold T-shirt. That's a human thing. That's not even a hockey thing. You gotta look out for people, and because you never know with those fans and that media. But it was like, nice kid, and PK walked by me at the draft last year. Obviously, their youngest brother Jordan got drafted by Vancouver, and he's ripped. He's wearing a suit. It's like, dude, you live wearing your shoulder pads right now? He looks like a linebacker, like Lawrence Taylor right there. But yeah, that was a New Jersey joke because Giants Stadium, no one, great. But hey, I got to tip my hat to him. He's an amazing hockey player, and I've said that all along. I've been critical of the diving, but his abilities going back to his days with the Belleville Bulls, and obviously the World Juniors for Canada, playing the AHL for the Hamilton Bulldogs, and then when they brought him up in the playoffs that year from Montreal, he was awesome. In 2010 on their conference finals run. Then the next year against the Bruins, 21, 22-year-old rookie, he was equally awesome. So he's an amazing player and someone that I enjoy watching play and kind of gonna secretly be rooting for. And I never thought I'd say that about any man. And I mean, when he was really bad with the diving back in 2011, it was like, in 3 years you're gonna be rooting for PK Subban. What, did he get traded to the Bruins? No, he'll still be a Hab. What do you want, drugs? But I like him. Plain and simple. Criticize me, hate me. But I like PK Subban, and good kid, good hockey player, comes from a great family, so what's not to like? Anyway, that's like this episode of the Power Play with CJ on me confessing I like PK Subban. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.